Hi everyone, very warm welcome to my channel Alchemy of Growth. Today's reading is actually a very special collective reading, which was actually not meant to be a collective reading. It was supposed to be my own personal reading, and intuitively, after a very long time, I picked the deck Keepers of the Light Oracle deck for my own guidance. And fortunately, the card that came out, the first card was the Lord Ganesha card, and I felt I just realized because tomorrow is Ganesh Chaturthi and I'm actually recording it at night, so probably in few minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, it'll be the day of Ganesh Chaturthi. So I just felt like maybe this is not just my reading, maybe this is supposed to be all of ours reading, a collective reading. And that's why, after a quite long gap of not being able to post, thinking and not being able to, I felt okay, this is maybe the sign that I should post. So I am here again. And thank you for your patience, for waiting. Okay, so probably you can hear dog barking in my background. Please ignore it. Yeah, so let's get started into this reading. So the first thing, when this card popped up, a few other cards also came, but then my question was basically regarding what should I need to work upon, and I think this is something that many of you are also asking, that what you need to work upon in your spiritual journey. It could be in your health, in your relationship, in your life in general, in your work or business, career, in any area of your life. This reading is meant for you if you aligned with the energy of abundance and the concept of abundance. As you can see, I hope you can see it very clearly. The message that is written on this card is infinite abundance. Now, something that does pop me when I see this card is that abundance itself is infinite, right? But then why this card has this written infinite abundance? It's like a grammatically wrong thing, it sounds, but then a part of me just I just noticed it, by the way. I never noticed it from the grammatical point of view before. And yeah, okay. So I have many things that I want to tell all of you. The first thing is that, as the card says, I just want to read without my own channeling part. I just want to let you all receive this energy of the card. Just look at this card, and if you want, you can just pause the video and you can just, take a few moments, meditate on the energy of this card, because this is very sacred and beautiful. It says obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. At this time of the year when Ganesh Chaturthi is there, it lasts for few days, and this is from where in our Hindu culture we believe that everything good starts after you pray to Lord Ganesha, and this is like the starting point. So, with this particular Ganesh Chaturthi is actually the beginning of the festivals in India. Uh, in many places in India, it is celebrated like anything, especially in Mumbai, and so it's basically celebrated so that we pray to Lord Ganesha to resolve our challenges, resolve our blocks that are there in our life. And from that moment onwards, any new thing that you're starting, you're supposed to do Ganesh Puja so that it starts with good fortune, it starts with all positivity, right? Lord Ganesha is that energy. And but this card is a little different, and I have a special message to share with all of you. The first thing about the abundance thing is that, as we know about the yin yang energy, similarly, the feeling of lack or the scarcity is where a person starts seeking abundance. Until and unless you actually face what scarcity is, until and unless you actually face the negative consequences or a situation which affects you negatively, you do not seek positivity. But at this moment in life, I feel that you, whoever, at whatever time zone, timeline, watching this reading, it's asking you, you are being asked to focus on abundance. And when I say abundance, I'm not just saying you think about abundance, everything is abundant. No, I want you to think a little deeply about what abundance means for you. When you think about something which is infinite, recently I have been also working on my abundance mindset a lot, and finding myself going back into the spiral. As you know, dealing with our own shadows, our own inner demons, is like a constant process. It's not like once you're done and you're done for the whole life. It can come back, it will. So it happens to everybody. Even if you are in abundance mindset today, your energy can fluctuate. It is possible. Being human, it's okay. But you need to know that you have a choice to bounce back to where you want to be. You have the choice, and the choice changes the game. With this beautiful energy of Lord Ganesha, I want to tell you and I encourage you to think about what abundance means for you. Is it abundance in terms of your relationship? If that is what your area of concern right now, then how would a abundant relationship will look like? Is it an unconditional or abundance amount of love coming from your family, parents, partner, loved ones, friends, colleagues, clients, any kind of relationship? Is it that love, respect, recognition? If that is abundant for you, how would that look like, feel like, sound like, smell like? Include all your five senses and your sixth sense, which is your intuition, or many of my mentors have taught me it's more like, I am really sorry, guys, for the noise. I'll try to get a good mic. I don't have any right now. But yeah, I will invest on that probably. Yeah, I will definitely. Anyway, so um, what I wanted to say is that if that is what your area of concern, I want you to involve all your senses and your sixth sense as your feelings, to explore and visualize, involving all your six senses, how would an abundance reality would look like. If it is job, then what? If it is career, finances, relationships, business, life in general, how would it look like? Many times I have seen for myself and my clients, the thing that they often have this block coming along with abundance is even visualizing that something so much readily is available to them that they can literally have it anytime, but it's just them who is not even responding or going to have it because they doubt. And this, when you actually start thinking about abundance, and if you find a resistance in terms of even not being able to think about it, you thought about it but you just feel, will it even happen to me? Like when doubts and fears and these kind of thoughts start coming up, I want you to jot it down, because that is where your resistance is, and that is where you need to work on. You need to resolve that part. That is where one of my friends says kripa atki hui hai. That is where your kripa is stuck. So you really need to work upon those things uh, in order to allow abundance. The more clearer your concept of abundance gets for you, the more readily it will be available and visible to you that it is available, and the more okay you will get to actually allow it and experience it, not only in visualization but also in your material reality. One of my mentors have always told me this thing that there is enough for everybody in this world. There is enough money, there is enough love. But many of us, when we are operating from the feeling of scarcity, operating from the feeling of jealousy, guilt, shame, doubt, fear, these vibrations, we are not acknowledging the energy of abundance in our life. And if you are watching this is a reminder. I am telling you, this is a reminder that if you have been postponing to think about abundance or discarding what abundance even look like, this is your reminder. Think about it. Pause the video and think about it. Write it down, journal it. If you do not like to write down, record it. I do that a lot of times. I do love journaling, but at the same point, I really love speaking. That's the reason why I'm recording this video. Because writing is too much as I speak very fast. So my hand and my mind just cannot work with the same amount of fast frequencies, you know. I don't know why what I'm saying. Anyway, so this is one of the things that I wanted to share. One of the many things. Whenever I look at this card comes very less for me in readings, and this is after a really really long time it came, and that too at such a good time. Even I am amazed. I think along with me working on my own abundance mindset, you should also do that. And it is not just about abundance. See, the second part of the card says obstacles are being removed. That means this is the time for you to actually work on your goals, work on your plans, because obstacles are being removed. The more you align with abundance, frequency of positivity. Many people say, na, be positive, be positive. I am not talking about the toxicity of positivity or toxic positivity. You cannot be all the time positive. You do not have to be, you do not need to be. But what I am trying to tell you is that when you are in a state where you really want to manifest something, when you really want to do something, but it is not happening, as it has been many times in my life, and I realized through my own experiences and many of my people that I know from their experiences that this is where you, if you work on, you will attract. The moment you start feeling that it is resolving for you now, I do have something to share here, is that when I say resolution or obstacles removal, it could come in many different forms. Now, I really want you to listen to me very carefully right now. Many of you would have taken tarot sessions, psychotherapy sessions, hypnotherapy sessions. Even if you not have taken, you must have tried something. Astrologers, wearing rings, or havan, puja, rituals, fasting. You must have tried many things, or you must have not tried anything at all, or some things, does not matter. What I'm trying to tell you is right now is much more powerful than just the ritual. Recently, when I was in trance and I was trying to get some messages, I found this message about the rituals. No matter what or how many rituals you do, the resolution can come in multiple chunks. Sometimes it is just this one thing that you need to work on, and it is going to give you a lot of bigger results. And sometimes it is a list of 10 things that you need to resolve. Now, at this moment, you may or may not know, does not matter. But when you are in the energy of this high vibration, the energy of abundance, roadblocks starts dissolving. What happened is, just think about it. If you have two options where you get to do something that you really want to do alone, and you have to do all the things alone, right? For example, you want to make a sculpture, okay? And you have to bring on the stone or whatever you will be sculpting on. You will have to carve it, you will have to think about it, you will have to compare, analyze and do the computer research and so many things, and you have to take it to the exhibition. Just think about how much of a big hassle of work this is. And when, in the other hand, you have help, so your job only is to be the sculpture and sculpt it, but somebody else will help you to bring on that wood or marble or whatever you want to sculpt on. Somebody will help you to find a right place for exhibition and help you to get it there for exhibition, and you just be there. So you did your job, and there are other people in the ecosystem who are helping you. This is how we co-create with the divine. The more you try to do it alone and take the recognition alone, the more you will realize it is becoming tougher and tougher. A part, a huge part of my life I have spent on this belief system that I need to do it alone. And believe me, guys, it does not serve me and it has never served anybody. Because you need to think about, if you are this person who try to do everything alone, who try to not ask for help, not take help, or feel ashamed of even asking for your needs, then you need to listen this listen to this, that if you have the support, and I'm not asking you to think in terms of just human support, divine support, spiritual support. This spiritual support can come from any source, whoever you believe in, whoever the positive, most positive and supreme energy you believe in, whatever religion you believe in, does not matter. That level of spiritual support, if you have, and they are helping you at every stage, and you just have to do what you need to do and what you love to do, will it be easy for you or will it be difficult for you? I think this is a very pretty obvious question, right? It will be easy because you do not have to do anything, right? Only the thing that you love to do. And then it starts feeling less burdensome. And this is where abundance is about. So it is not about you getting everything all at once, but you being in that understanding and belief system, not only in subconscious but in your conscious level, continuously being reminded of, right, through spiritual practices or ceremonies or uh, journaling, meditation, affirmation, anything, that you are in this state where you can allow abundance to flow in your life, where it is easy for you to have this, to take this, to attract this. And when you are in that state, your obstacles are not removed because you have learned the lesson or anything, but you are now co-creating. And when you're co-creating, itself could be, this is your lesson. So there could be hundreds of lessons that you are supposed to learn from this one scenario, whatever scenario you're facing in your life. But then this could be one of the major thing that you are dealing with, is to learn how to ask for help, learn how to receive. Because there is this very good metaphor that I learned from Marissa Peer. She's a world-renowned hypnotherapist. That you cannot just inhale and not exhale, and you cannot just exhale and not inhale. You have to keep on inhale and exhale, so that you make your life or stay in balance, right? You just cannot do only one thing and be alive. You will die, right? Just like that, you need to give and receive. If you are only giving and giving and giving and you're not receiving, you are creating imbalances in your life, in your energy system, in your aura system, around you, in everything that you're doing and anything that you're doing. Because you're always in this energy that maine to kiya, I give, but it never comes back to me the way I want it. Are you allowing it to come back? Are you even asking for help? If help comes, are you accepting the help? And when you're accepting the help, what is your mindset at that point? Oh, these people are not good. They will help me, and then one day they will say me, I helped you. So better not take their help. If that is where, I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but this is how the human mind works, because it is trying to protect us. It does not want anything bad to happen to us. But sometimes the protector becomes an overprotector, and we all know, even if the cage is a golden cage, it is still a cage, right? And if you do not want to be in the golden cage, if you want to be free, you better allow yourself to receive or experience abundance. What abundance looks like, feels like, smells like, sounds like, right? Everything uh, in terms of abundance. There is one more thing that I see about this: connections are increasing. And I think, as I was saying you, the more you receive, you will receive things not like falling from sky, right? It doesn't happen like that, although sometimes it does. I will share that experience someday. It's for some other day. So uh, the help that you receive or the co-creation that you're doing, oftentimes you'll see either it is coming in form of a thought, idea, or people, or community, or guidance through a mentor, through your family members, through a song. It can come to you in any form. The lesser you limit yourself about the form it will come to, the better it is. Got it? And when you are getting this, or when you are allowing yourself, do not practice this thing. I know when I say do not, your mind is more adhered to do that. So the ideal thing that you can do to help yourself is to do not, okay, let me just not say do not, to focus on the result and not the how, but the why and what, and let the how and when unfold on its own. When you do that, you really let it unfold in the way, and you're open to it more than you were before, and that increases the chances. I hope it's making sense for you guys. If it's not, dobara sun lo. Just listen it again, because sometimes when I say these things, it doesn't even make sense to me, but later on I realize it did make sense. So yeah. And I would love to read what the book says about it. After saying so much, I would love to share what this book says. Just give me a second. Okay, yeah. So I'll read it for you guys. About Ganesha, also known as Ganpati, in the Hindu elephant headed god, the son of Lord Shiva and the goddess Parvati. Legend says he received his elephant head as a replacement after his father sliced his human one off. His head was sliced by his own father, actually, because he was angry. When he mistook him for an intruder, Ganesh is acknowledged as the Lord who removes obstacles and is much loved by taxi drivers in India, as I said, in Mumbai, because they believe it helps he helps them weave in and out of the crazy traffic. And many, it's just one of the many things we believe him in India. Ganesha is a sweet tooth, life loving, joyful, dancing, and very approachable god. He will use his light to weave a perfect path for you. His favorite food is modak. So if you are really thinking of, connecting with Lord Ganesha, this Ganesh Chaturthi, even if you do not live in India, or you live in India but it's not celebrated that much in your locality, you can just think about him. You can have a picture of him and you can offer him modak. It's available on online, guys. Blinkit kar lo, Zepto kar lo. Whatever is available there, do it, and you can just offer him, because that's something that he really loves. So how we offer our gods what they really love. So I just give you a tip on that. Yeah. And he will use his light to weave a perfect path for you. The extended message from Lord Ganesha is that it is important at this time to move beyond the limitations of it is not meant to be, or it is not how it's supposed to be, or how can it happen. As I told you, not focusing on the when and why. Okay, sorry, the when and how. Instead, focus on the what and why, and focus on if this is for my highest good, then the universe will take me there safely. Ganesh is not only bringing a clear light to your external situation, but is also helping you clear your inner conflicts. As I was talking about the inner demons, this is where you will be working on, you should work on, right? And I encourage you to do that. When obstacles arise, you know that they are just reminders that you care about your path and that you have the ability to change your current situation. Ganesh is here to help you. Thank him for clearing the way for you. Feel more in gratitude. To increase your connection to him, you may want to chant in Sanskrit Om Gan Ganpati Namah. This is the mantra or Bij mantra for Lord Ganesha. So if you want to connect more, you can chant this mantra. Ideally, do it odd number of times, 3 times, 7 times, 11 times, 21, 51, or as much as you want. Okay. You can, if you want to worship him, you can also have a doob. I don't know what is it called in English. In Hindi we call it doob. And you can have odd number of doobs, 3, 5, 7, 11, 9, like that, but not 15, or like that. Yeah, up until 11 or 21 and 51, like that. And you can dip it in yellow chandan and you can offer it to him. Okay, to just impress him. Yeah, so that is what Kyle, okay, sorry, that is what Kyle Gray's book says as your last message. I just wanted to read it so that I do not miss on anything. And yeah, so with this I am ending today's collective reading on this Ganesh Chaturthi, and happy Ganesh Chaturthi to all of you who is celebrating, who is not celebrating. It is a celebration either way, right? Who doesn't want abundance in their life? Who doesn't want to resolve their blocks, right? Who doesn't want divine support? So, happy Ganesh Chaturthi to all of you. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.